Da 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 da. There it goes. Excellent connection, it says. Excellent connection. Excellent connection, but nothing. You know what? This seems to be a chronic problem. It says excellent connection, but I look at the screen, I don't see anything happening. But I'm a man of faith, so I'm just going to assume that indeed it is working. If I sit here for a minute or two, oh, and there it is. It finally comes up. So I assume you can see me. I assume you can hear me, because as I look, I can see me, and I see a little green line doing this on the software, right? The VU meter, which I believe stands for volumetric units. Got a new tuner, by the way. This thing, let me show it to you. It's a Peterson Strobo Stomp, and I've used it now twice. Once on my less than awesome Telecaster, and then once on this really awesome Martin that I have. You plug in, and it turns on, and then, well, as long as I got your attention, got this clip that goes on there, and if I hit it, you see you can see I'm drifting just a little bit on the E&A. That means I'm just slightly out of tune, but I'm not going to take the time to tune. I mean, that drift is like a couple of hundredths. It's so, I mean, that's so close. It's so accurate. Absolutely love it. I've had the Boss TU12 tuner for, I don't know, 30 years. And this new Strobo Stomp is now taking its place. We got a gig coming up. Me and my band. I say my band. It's actually my sister's band, the Love Notes. She owns, my sister Tracy owns Queen City Funeral Home, and she calls all the nursing homes in the tri-state area. And so she lines us up. That's what we do, is we go play nursing homes twice a week. Or we do two shows usually on Monday, one at 10, one at 2, because you got to fit it in between lunch and dinner, because those folks are not going to miss their meals. Anyway, but because we were doing that, you know, we got asked to go do the Moonlight Madness show, the street festival. I got asked to do another little street festival. I had to turn it down because we got asked to do the corn maze in Shreveport, a little town just north of Shreveport called Dixie, D-I-X-I-E, just like down there in the land of cotton. They've got this big corn maze, and they do it in October, and you go there, and they've got, I don't know, swings and picnic tables and a stage, and they've got this huge, I don't know, 200-acre maze made out of corn stalks, and you can go down there and get lost or get found or whatever. It's a lot of fun. Thousands of people go every year. But because we were doing the nursing home thing, we got asked to do the Moonlight Madness thing, and then we got asked to do every Saturday in October, and this Saturday, which is the last Saturday in September. So I tell you all that because I just have just a few minutes to do a video, because I'm on my way. The owner, whom I have some friendship with, the owner and his wife can sing, and so I'm going to go down there with a handful of songs, and then we're going to call her up on stage and have her sing. So it'll be a lot of fun. But I just learned this song. I went to a friend of mine who plays violin, was playing in a gig last week, and they did this Brooks and Dunn song that I can't believe I had never heard, and I liked it a lot. And so I rushed right home and I learned it. It's in the key of A, so the chords are going to be the A and the E echo, right? The alpha, echo, and delta. I believe that you could play the echo 7 if you wanted to, or just play them all major. That's fine too. It's called If That's the Way You Want It. And I think it sounds pretty good with a chop, which is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, instead of going, although that has its place, and it may appear in this song as I play. Well, I've loved you since I met you, girl. I guess I always will. There's something in the way you smile, makes my heart stand still. But you say you love your freedom, I'd never tie you down. But if you need to love in arms, I'll be hanging round. If that's the way you want it, that's alright with me. If that's the way you want it, that's how it's gonna be. I'll be your Johnny on the spot, or your Mr. Used to Be. If that's the way you want it, that's alright with me. Well, I'm laid back, easy going. I'm not the jealous kind. I won't get in your business if you stay out of mine. But if you say forever, I'll gladly sing that tune and lay the world down at your feet and fly you to the moon. If that's the way you want it, that's alright with me. If that's the way you want it, that's how it's gonna be. I'll be your Johnny on the spot, your Mr. Used to Be. If that's the way you want it, that's alright with me. If that's the way you want it, that's alright with me. If that's the way you want it, well, that's how it's gonna be. I'll be your Johnny on the spot, your Mr. Used to Be. If that's the way you want it, that's alright with me. Yes, if that's the way you want it, that's alright with me. Hey, if you're down in Shreveport anytime in October 2024 on a Saturday, stop in. We're on the main stage from 6 until 8. We might get there a little earlier. We might stay a little later. Who knows? But we're going to be playing some music, and love to see you there if you happen to be in the area. All right. Hey, thanks a lot.